Hello and welcome. Today I want to answer some requests. I've had several people write and say, how do you do the shoelace trick in tatting? What is its purpose in shuttle tatting? Well, needle tatters already have this information. They use the shoelace trick quite frequently. Shuttle tatters use it sometimes, not all the time. The best time to use the shoelace trick is when one shuttle is running low on thread. You're at the end of a round on a dolly or something like that, and you just don't want to thread more thread, tie in your ends, and all that jazz. So instead of doing that, we use the shoelace trick, especially if we're using the same color on both shuttles. That way, nobody knows you've used it. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tat a chain right here of, let's say, 6 picot 6, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, I gotta get some more thread back here. We're going to put our picot in. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, say the pattern calls for 3 more rings in this pattern before we get to the end of this round. We don't want to cut and tie our ends. What do? We've got to put a ring in. I don't have enough thread on that shuttle to make a ring and continue on. Okay? And most times you do not want to cut your thread in the middle of an element. You just don't want to. It is too hard to work around it. So you want to wait till you get to the end of an element. Well, shuttle 1 just doesn't have enough to do another chain and a ring so that I can hide my ends in. What do? Well, shoelace trick. What you do is you lay your threads down in the direction that they're going. You see, this is going to the red, this is going to the purple. This would be like our shoes. You take the red thread, you go over the purple, okay, under the purple, bring it up, and you just pull that down until it comes up flush with your tatted element. That switches your working thread for your ring onto the purple shuttle that has more thread that will get you through another ring and another chain. And you can continue doing that shoelace trick throughout until you get to the end of that round or the end of that pattern. It's a handy thing to use. So try it. I've used it. I did Renelex spring dolly, and my last round I had just enough on one shuttle to do all the rings, because it takes more thread to do rings than it does chains. Alright, so I'm sitting there going, okay, they're both the same color. Alright, we'll just switch them out. And I switched it out so much that I could complete that last round without having to cut and tie in new ends. Because when you're hiding 4 ends, you got to have a lot of places to put them in so it doesn't show. So the shoelace trick is very handy. Like I said, you take whatever your working shuttle is, which would be shuttle 1, you cross it over shuttle 2's thread, bring it under shuttle 2's thread, okay, and keep them like that. Now when I do this again, it's going to be a completed knot. That's fine. But you need to know how to use it. That's your shoelace trick. And you only do it once. You don't do it twice. You won't be able to see it. It flushes that up against the element, and you're not going to notice it. Nobody's going to notice it. So use it. It's a very helpful tool. So I hope that helped you understand the shoelace trick on shuttles and why they're used. Like I said, shuttle tatters use it to get the working thread in the right position. So remember, whatever thread's on top is your working thread. When you reverse your work, if I reverse this work, the red's on top of the purple. You see it? It's coming out at top. Purple's coming out the bottom. Whatever's coming out the top is your working thread. So, until next time, I hope you've learned something. I hope you understand the shoelace trick and its uses. And I'll be putting out more videos as I can. So until next time, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and happy tatting.